Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host today in this video where we bring you a new crypto review in the form of Space ID. Why is that? I think decentralized storage and decentralized identity services, I think that is actually going to bring some value to Web3. I don't know what you guys think, but Space ID is a relatively new project that was launched via Binance Launchpad. And today, I think it's about time we actually dive into Space ID. So guys, what I'm going to share with you with regards to Space ID is not financial advice. You know the drill by now. If you require financial advice, please approach someone who's trying to give you financial advice. The information contained in this video is only good for educational as well as entertainment purposes. So without further ado, let's jump into Space ID. What is it? So Space ID is building a universal name service network with a one-stop identity platform to discover, register, trade, manage Web3 domains. It also includes a Web3 name SDK or software development kit and APIs for developers across blockchains and provides a multi-chain name service for everyone to easily build and create a Web3 identity. Let's jump into some value propositions for Space ID, and by the way, they're all going to be brief because we got limited time. One of the value propositions is that Space ID is a one-stop Web3 domain and identity platform. The next one is that it also is a multi-chain name service, acting as a primary name service provider for multiple Web3 top-level domains. It is attempting to aggregate all Web3 name services, including .eth, .bnb, .app or ARB for Arbitrum, and .ing for Injective, to name just a few. Space ID offers a Web3 name software development kit and API for developers across blockchain. It also offers decentralized identities or DIDs, enabling users to create unique digital IDs. It employs advanced encryption techniques and decentralized solution services. Space ID also offers easy integration with existing applications and systems, allowing for seamless integration. So that's it on value proposition. You can see it's a solid basket of value propositions being proposed by Space ID. Key features for Space ID include, again, that common one, which is one-stop Web3 domain and identity platform. This is an innovative infrastructure that allows users to manage all aspects of their domain in one place. It offers its one-stop Web3 domain and identity platform through the following. You got Discover, where it acts as a central hub where users search for desired names in all supported chains. Users can also register all their Web3 domains on the Space ID mainnet. Also incorporated is a marketplace specifically designed for trading Web3 domains with aggregated liquidity from other marketplaces such as OpenSea. That's another great example of demonstrable interoperability there. And then finally, we got a single integrated portal to manage the status of domain names for a single user or domain names under single ownership. Now, as part of our evaluation for Space ID, we are going to be looking at whether it is a safe project. And how do we do that? We apply our DYO, our risk evaluation toolkit, which then gives us an idea of whether Space ID is a risky project or it's something we should consider. But having said that, we will always exercise caution with anything crypto. You never know what's going to hit you next. So our DYO toolkit includes 13 elements that we'll review briefly before we go to the scoring part. And those 13 elements include decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, the project team, the age of the project use cases, and then we'll look at the tokenomics as well as social media presence via Twitter as well as via Discord. It's unfortunate that some of the projects we look at, they don't have any presence via Discord. They've got presence in other areas. So starting with decentralization, Space ID is a decentralized blockchain project that aims to revolutionize the way we approach digital identification and verification. Space ID is managed via its ID token, where holders play a crucial part in decision-making process of this project. Holders of the ID token help determine the future and direction of the Space ID ecosystem. However, following a security audit, SETIC reports that there are at least 3 acknowledged centralization issues with Space ID, which means the team is for now happy to move forward with a great degree of centralization. All identity-related transactions and verifications conducted on Space ID are recorded on the blockchain, thereby demonstrating immutable audit trails. As far as security is concerned, SETIC registers a security score of 70% for Space ID based on fundamental health of the platform: code security, community trust, governance strength, and operational resilience. Space ID employs advanced encryption techniques to safeguard user data. When it comes to scaling, Space ID leverages the speed of the underlying Binance Smart Chain blockchain upon which it's built, with the ambition to onboard more domains from other blockchains. Having already onboarded the following domains, you got .eth, .bnb, .ing, .arb for Arbitrum. The Space ID platform is demonstrating its ability to scale up immensely. The one-stop top Web3 domain and identity platform characteristic further amplifies Space ID's ability to scale exponentially. As far as interoperability is concerned, Space ID's Web3 domain naming service already supports the likes of BNB, .bnb, .app, .eth, .ing, among many others. Now on to some social media presence. Via Twitter, Space ID is quite popular. It's got just over 622,100 Twitter followers, and on Discord, just as popular as well. It's got just over 448,700 Discord members. Now onto the project team. According to LinkedIn, there are approximately 20 team members for Space ID, although that number could be higher as not all team members may have subscribed to LinkedIn. Use cases for Space ID: ticker symbol ID. The ID token is used for payments within the Space ID ecosystem and for Web3 domain integration. Staking ID tokens gives holders discounts when transacting on the Space ID marketplace. The ID token holders can participate and vote on Space ID decentralized autonomous organization proposals or DAO proposals. Users of the Space ID platform can discover, register, trade, and manage their web domains on the Space ID mainnet. On to tokenomics. Ticker symbol ID. Token supply 2 billion. Circulating supply 19%. Token allocation. Binance Launchpad was allocated 5% or 100 million. Advisors 7%. Strategic sale 8%. Seed sale 20%. Core team members 15%. Ecosystem 10%. Marketing budget 13%. The foundation 12%. Community airdrop 10%. According to our own evaluation of this data and the numbers, insider token allocation amounts to 80%, which is extremely higher than our threshold of 30% at the top end. Therefore, we are going to reflect that when it comes to the scoring of the 13 different elements that form part of our DOR risk evaluation toolkit for Space ID. So here's a quick rundown of those 13 elements. Once again, you got decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, the project team, social media presence via Twitter as well as via Discord, age of the project use cases, tokens issued at project launch, total tokens in circulation at the time of recording, maximum tokens available, as well as insider token allocation. So yeah, the scores we've allocated to Space ID, and guys, feel free to comment if you agree with each of the scores we are applying to each of these 13 elements. Let us know in the comment section. And if you don't mind, if you're already subscribed, please smash that like button. And if you are new, please consider subscribing to our channel. So starting with decentralization, it's 5 points out of 10. On security, we gave 5 points out of 10. Scaling, 7.5 points out of 10. Interoperability, 10 points out of 10. The project team, 7.5 points out of 10. Social media presence via Twitter, 7.5 points out of 10. Via Discord, 7.5 points out of 10. Age of the project, 2.5 points out of 10. Use cases, 7.5 points out of 10. Age of the project, 2.5 points out of 10. And tokens issued at project launch, 5 points out of 10. Tokens in circulation at the time of recording, 2.5 points out of 10. Maximum tokens available at 2 billion, it's 5 points out of 10. Inside the token allocation at 80% plus, we are going to give Space ID 0 points out of 10 to reflect the risk of insiders dumping on the wider public or wider retail investors. Do you guys agree with the scores we've allocated to Space ID? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to attempt to give your scores to Space ID, please give us your thoughts down below and let us know what you think and how you are going to be evaluating each of these critical areas that form part of our DOR or risk evaluation. So the aggregate score for Space ID comes up to 72.5%, which puts Space ID within the could go to 0 category. Now, do you guys think Space ID could go to 0? For me, yes. The risk is even higher because this is a relatively new project. So given a certain set of circumstances, of course, Space ID could go to 0. You know, we are talking of the likes of Ethereum and even Bitcoin could go to 0 given a set of specific circumstances. So I can't see why not Space ID could go to 0 as our chart, our risk table reflects. Having said that, 72.5%, it's a good score, especially for a new project like Space ID. Why? Because some of the old school blockchains that we've looked at have scored within that range, putting them within the could go to 0 category, even though we know they may have the staying power. So Space ID is in good company as far as I'm concerned. So do I hold Space ID today? No, I haven't jumped into Space ID, but the price is getting more and more attractive. I haven't checked what the Binance Launchpad price was for those who took part within that exercise or that activity. I'll check later on and I'm sure coming back to update you guys. As far as I'm concerned, I will be jumping with when Space ID, if it ever goes to between 15 cents and 10 cents. If that happens, of course, I'll fill a small bag of Space ID. As for now, I'll just look from a distance, waiting for those price ones to be triggered. What about you guys? Do you hold Space ID? What made you invest in Space ID? Let us know in the comment section. Until the next video, I'm your host, FD465.tv, bringing you a review of Space ID, a project we are looking at very closely, waiting to jump in as and when our investment parameters and metrics are hit or triggered. Until the next video, guys, bye for now.